Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Ask Project A. This is a New Year Eve special, guys, so wherever you are, we hope you're having a great time and wish you guys Happy New Year in advance.
Happy New Year.
My name is Esan, I'm joined by these lovely gentlemen here, Michael and Josh. How are you guys?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Just great. 2020 about to... Can't wait for the new year.
Can't wait for the new year. Hopefully next year is going to be a better and bigger year.
So the good news, this is the last episode for this year. We won't bug you anymore. The bad news, we're back next year.
We'll be back next year, guys. We ain't going nowhere. So, guys, what are plans for next year? What do you guys see in the pipeline for Project A globally for next year?
Secret.
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 Trade secret.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's going to be some big things. Make sure to keep an eye out on all our social media. We have a lot of cool content planned for you guys as well. We're going to keep things interesting for you guys. So yeah, make sure to keep an eye out on that. If you don't already know, we typically give away a customized Project A tune on every one of these episodes. But last week, these guys decided to give out 3. So 3 lucky people get a chance to win a customized Project A tune, and that giveaway is still going on until tonight, midnight Malaysia time. So you got about 3 hours,
Yep.
So if you haven't already taken part in that, make sure to share this video. In the comments, let us know where you're watching from and what car you're driving. So your location, your car model, and share this video. And tag 5 friends in the comments. Don't forget, most important part, tag 5 friends in the comments. So that's how you get to take part in the giveaway. 3 lucky winners will be chosen tonight, so watch out for that. And speaking of the lucky winners, on episode 3, which is 2 episodes ago, our lucky winner was from here, from Malaysia, and we actually shot him as he came to claim his prize.
Is he alive? We shot him.
He came, we shot him. Nicholas Chu, I hope you're okay, you're happy with your car. Nicholas Chu. So hopefully you're happy with your car. You seem very happy when you were here.
He was a nice guy, man.
It was a very nice guy, very
guy.
cool guy. And we wish him the very best. Here's a short clip we prepared of his visit when he came over to HQ and we tuned his car. So have a look.
Hey man, so what do you think about the car?
Yeah, I can feel the response is better, and the horsepower is feeling is more like faster the car.
Okay.
Because original I think a C200 for me is like underpower, but now I can feel it's like the association is better and the response is better. So thank you for the free tune. I highly recommend Project A.
And we're back. So if you want to stand a chance to win a tune just like Nicholas did, take part in our giveaway. Comment, tag 5 friends, let us know where you're watching from, what car you're driving, and share this stream. You have 3 hours left.
It was you, right, Josh? It was your fault, right? You put pressure on Nicholas, made him feel uncomfortable, made him feel nervous, so he set association. I think
He meant acceleration.
acceleration.
Right? Acceleration, because you know.
You make people nervous, you know. I'm like, that's why I'm having coffee.
Shout out,
Joshua is watching.
shout out Joshua, the other Joshua behind the scenes.
That guy,
behind the
Joshua
camera.
That guy.
So guys, normally in this show, what we do is we pick some of your most frequently asked questions, and we select the best ones, the most frequently asked ones, and we ask these guys in person, live, put them on the spot, get them to answer. So today we've selected 4 questions for you guys. These are pretty interesting, a little bit technical. Maybe you can go into some technical details for the motorheads at home.
Yeah.
So first up, the first question is, what is TCU tuning? When I saw this question, I thought it's a typo. I thought they meant ECU, but apparently there's something called a TCU. So what is a TCU, and do you guys do TCU tuning?
Yeah, basically it's transmission.
right?
Transmission,
yeah.
right,
T
okay.
stands for transmission, yeah.
No, it's a totally cool unit.
Totally cool unit.
That's the fridge. It's a fridge.
We tune your fridge, man.
Yeah.
Okay, no, okay. Back to seriousness.
Yeah, we do tune TCUs.
Transmission control unit.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So what is the ECU to the engine, right? The engine control unit controls what's going on the engine. That's what the TCU does for an automatic gearbox.
Yeah.
It must be automatic.
Okay.
A manual gearbox has no TCU because you're the TCU basically.
Got you.
Right,
Okay.
so-
So it tells the gearbox when to shift.
Yes,
When
on
to
the
shift,
shift,
how to
you know,
shift,
yeah.
and
Okay.
so on and so forth.
So yeah, there's such thing as TCU tuning, but it's only for various car models, not like, for example, for the Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Audi, even the PDKs on the Porsche, for the BMWs that has the ZF torque converter.
Yeah, those are.
guys.
It's not like. It's not as many possibilities as with the ECU. So we do have a limited spectrum of cars that we can tune the TCU off. But there are some. Yeah, like it's a particular VAG, Volkswagen Audi Group. So there are a lot of gearboxes that we can tweak, and the key points are shifting speed. For some, it's shifting just the clutch pressure to actually withstand more torque or hold more torque.
Yeah, for
And then-
the wet clutches.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it is actually the torque acceptance, because ECU and TCU communicate with each other. ECU tells TCU, I'm sending you so and so much torque. TCU says, hold on, nope. And that thus limits your
Limits
torque.
the torque output, yeah.
So sometimes if you have high power builds, you need to remap the TCU to accept the torque that the engine is sending.
Is there like a stage 1, stage 2 for TCU as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is like a separate service they have to buy on top of the ECU tuning?
Yes.
It's separate, it's not included, right?
It's not included.
I think a good example is the V6 supercharger in Audis.
RPM limiters.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. A supercharged engine is not like a turbocharged engine. It actually needs RPM. It gains
Gains
exponentially
power
more-
through RPM.
Yeah,
so
through revolutions. Yes.
some of the Audi, like the S4, S5, or the A6, they have limited rev at around 6,000,
5, 6, yeah, something like that.
6,000 like that, right?
6,
So-
6, 5, something like that.
Yeah.
They shift sooner. They have a lower max RPM than the pre-facelift models. So
Right.
the pre-facelift models could rev up to 6,900 RPM, whereas the facelift models had lesser max RPM.
Yeah.
And that means we lose horsepower. We need to go higher to get more horsepower.
Right. That's where the TCU tuning comes in. Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Got you.
And like for some high power builds that has like 400-500 Newton meters build on a VAG cars, it's very important for us to actually increase the clutch clamping force. Yeah, in which our stage 3 DSG tune could actually do that, so that the stock clutch can even withstand and hold that amount of torque without slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. I hope you got your answer, person who asked that question. It's getting more and more technical every episode, guys. So I hope you guys are learning something. I definitely am. The next question, is it okay to change to aftermarket turbo with stock engines? So the person who asked this question was specifically inquiring about an A45, but I think if you guys give a generic answer for most cars, that would be great as well. So who wants to take this one?
Yes and no. The question, yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes, he's right. It's a yes and no question, because some engines are just not robust enough.
Yeah.
to,
Okay.
Not meant to withstand that kind of power.
Some engines are even that way, that the original turbo is powerful, potent enough to kill the engine. So you don't want to.
You don't want to
max it out,
like,
yes.
overkill
And then
it.
if they want to put even a bigger turbo, then be like, nope. You better build your engine first.
Yeah.
The internals to withstand more force, more torque, particularly, and then you might think about this. But it's a big investment. It's exponentially more expensive than just going for stage 1.
Yeah.
But
The parts involved, you know,
Yeah.
like the intercoolers, you know.
But if you upgrade your turbo
Yeah.
with a stock engine without tuning or remapping your
it
ECU,
won't run.
It won't run.
Mostly it will run
It
really
will
bad.
probably give you a limp mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you definitely have to get a tune
Yes.
first,
Yes.
and then okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Not first. No. Basically, the point is, you change your hardware before you run your car. You have to have a base map, a so-called base map. So
Right.
you have to make it run with a software that you know is safe. You can run in the car, and then you can fine-tune it. Every stage 2 onwards is custom.
Yeah.
Stage 1, I can generally say, every BMW or every car is like that from factory. So I know I have my guidelines. I know that this exhaust is mounted. I know that the turbo can do this. I know that the intake can do that. So the stage 1 is mostly fixed.
Yeah.
But if you go up to stage 2 already, when you change hardware, then the hardware reacts differently. So you have to customize it.
Based on whatever hardware that is.
So if you
Gotcha.
even go as far as to changing the whole turbo, it's a lot of other things to change.
Yeah, so to answer the question, it depends. It depends on what engine and what kind of turbocharger or what kind of power that you're expecting to make.
So the guy asked for A45.
A45 has a very low compression engine, so a bigger turbo, a hybrid turbocharger would actually work on the car without having to change internals or major upgrades. So
I would say roughly 500
500 horsepower
is the
yeah.
is the maximum, and it would have a tremendous lag.
Yeah, I mean stock is already lag.
Yeah, it's already very,
Yeah,
very
it's a small capacity engine, 2 liter, but with a big ass turbo. So
big beep turbo.
Right.
yeah.
Hope you got your answer there. Before we move on to the next question, I just want to remind you guys, if you're watching us right now, share this video and you can stand the chance to win one of 3 customized Project-A tunes that we're giving away. All you have to do is share in the comments, tag 5 friends, let us know where you're watching from and what car you're driving. So you could be one of our 3 lucky winners. We're announcing the winners probably tomorrow, but the giveaway ends tonight because, you know, it's New Year's Eve
And guys, follow his instructions. We had a lot of comments, a lot of people participating, but not exactly following his rules. So we had to be like, we can't take you, even though we would like to. But
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get yourself disqualified. Make sure you tell us where you're from or where you're watching us, where you're based, what car you're driving, and don't forget to tag 5 friends. And make sure you share it. When you share, we'll see a little thing next to your name. It says sharer, so then we know you've shared this video.
There you go.
Right, next question. Can I use RON 95 after stage 1 tune? So RON 95 is the petrol RON 95
run count,
here.
yeah.
Is that what it's called in other parts of the world? What do they call it?
Some
elsewhere?
AKI.
AKI is US.
US, yeah.
So if you're watching from US, AKI, in Malaysia we call it RON 95.
RON 95, we also call that in Europe. In Germany we have RON 95. We have in Malaysia we have RON 95. It's the same. AKI is how the Americans measure it, and AKI 91 is equal to RON 95.
Okay.
So those guys in California, they pump 91.
So this is like a lower octane.
Yeah.
Well,
Petrol,
like I said, they pump 91 octane fuel. They also call it octane, but in fact they have 95.
Got you.
But they're 95 in Florida, for example. A lot of our customers in Florida have the good fuel over there. They have the 95 run, AKI, which equals to our 98.
Right.
So it's pretty good fuel, actually.
Okay.
So and then the answer is yes, you can. If you particularly ask us, I want to pump RON 95 exclusively. I don't want to run the more expensive fuel. We can make that happen, no problem. Of course, we verify with our logging, with our test drives.
Will the results vary?
Yes, you will have less power. The potential is less on 95, so there will be, depending on application,
Depending
10
on
to 20
engines,
horsepower
yeah.
less.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it totally depends on how highly charged the engine is.
Okay.
And then we will have to be mild on the timing, on the ignition timing. So basically, keep it stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, after tuning, we'll verify it. You know, if there's any knock retard, if there's any retardation, timing retardation, and yeah.
Okay. There you have it. There's your answer. And the last question for today. Can you guys make pops and bangs with stage 1, or is it exclusively for stage 2?
My favorite. I love pops and bangs.
Your answer?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
You hate pops and bangs?
Yeah, I hate pops and bangs.
Well, you do some of the sickest pops and bangs in the market, man. How can you hate
I
it?
know, but I find it it's so much work. It is so much work.
Yeah, the reason why we don't really like it is because, again, sound is very subjective, you know.
Right.
So,
Yes.
and we gave customers choices of, you know, when we ask customer, you want it long, short, loud, soft. So there's a lot of options to play with.
Yeah.
So
The latest trend is flames.
yeah. So
You know, there's a lot of different things to react to make happen for each and every individual customer.
Yeah.
Of course, we pride ourselves in doing that individually, and we do it. Well, even if it's reluctant, but I do it. But I don't like being known for pops and bangs. That's the point. We don't
Yeah.
want to be pop and bang tuners. We
Yeah.
want, come on, your car is performing beautifully. It has more power. It's more drivable. It's more fun. It's more efficient. No, I want bang, 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 bang.
and we have customers coming and tell us that, you know, bro, I want this kind of sound. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Like, when did we become sound engineers?
Yeah, sound is.
Yeah.
Right.
I want my car to sound like an AMG. Maybe you add another 4 cylinders.
All my car sounds like a C63. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. We get these requests,
Yeah.
and then sometimes we scratch our heads like, how are we going to answer this without being too sarcastic?
Right.
Kick that.
So by the way, if you do want pops and bangs, we'll happily take your money, and we'll happily deliver. I mean, you can check out any of our social media pages to see some of the previous work we've done, and we have very happy customers. But ultimately, tuning is not just about the sound.
Yes, but let's be
The
real.
bigger
we
picture
will-
is the performance.
We will make it happen for them, and we give our recommendations. We say this is possible and this is good, because we also know we've had settings that we know will get on your nerves.
Yeah.
You will have your neighbors cursing you, you will have your parents beating you up, whatnot. These people come back and say, okay, I made a wrong decision, I want them back. I want it back to normal.
Back to normal,
I want
yeah.
it different. So we have had customers in the past that come 3 times and we're like, listen, we can't have you come back for the same job 3 times.
Yeah.
Every time we touch your car, there's risk involved. There's, it's labor.
Yeah.
So please be precise.
Gotcha.
And if they're not knowledgeable, our team is smart enough to tell them, listen, this works very well. You will like it. This is how we do it. Okay. And then to answer your question, after being long-winded, stage 1, we can do it. It is just a matter of how your car is set up. If you drive a Mercedes, like a C200, the car is made for comfort, for being quiet and sovereign in its performance.
And even with micro-program pops and bangs, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
it will sound like somebody's knocking under your car, like tuk, tuk,
Yeah.
tuk, tuk. What was
Right.
that? You can't hear anything. Your exhaust has to be modified, even if it's a stage 1. I
Right,
cannot make your exhaust louder with software.
Got you.
So the car has to sound good already.
What is an example of a car that can get pops and bangs on stage 1?
328?
320. Yeah, they have.
They have a
But
throaty sound.
yeah, because the exhaust is actually much free flower than the 320i.
Right.
But they made it more. BMW made it to be more sporty.
Yeah.
The M Sport models, they have a nice double tailpipe. Okay.
Okay.
Fire alarm?
The
No, it was a car, it was a
R6.
car.
Yeah.
Oh, the R6. Okay. Yeah, these sports cars in general, if they're made to be sporty, they have a sporty exhaust note, and then we can make it sound better. The other day we had this S63, remember? S63 AMG?
Yeah.
It's an S class. So S class is meant to be comfortable.
Very comfortable,
So it had
yeah.
a great roar to it, but pops you wouldn't hear at all because the car still inside is super quiet.
Got you.
So any example that we can give, like a stock car that is actually loud,
A45?
but A40 have pops.
Yeah, but we make it more.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
C43?
C43, no, not much.
Yeah.
Sport mode, there is pops already anyway.
What? Which car has a great sound? RS3, but they also have it stock now.
Oh,
But you get the
some
idea.
cars have it only with stock.
All the modern cars, they added like the Lamborghinis and so on. The modern cars, the modern generation all have it.
Since we're on this topic, we get
Uh-oh.
questions also regarding people asking us if pops and bangs actually damage the engine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So an easy
Do
answer
they?
for us is just basically telling them that, you know, even stock car nowadays comes with pops and bangs.
Right.
So what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stock cars come out, but well, there is a difference because some brands like to program the pops and bangs to be incessant, to just pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 pop. Like it sounds like the car is broken. Something's wrong with your car, bro. That is because they keep on injecting fuel, even though you're off the throttle. They keep on injecting fuel into the combustion chamber, igniting it and creating this pop. That makes the engine generate more heat, and it actually consumes a lot more fuel. Your fuel consumption will go up.
Fuel,
So, but it doesn't give the engine a chance to actually cool down. It will create heat. It will, like I said, it will have uncombusted fuel in your exhaust line. So it's not exactly, it's neither economical, nor does it sound good, nor is it healthy.
Right.
So we try to
Don't
work-
overdo it. Don't
we
overdo
try to
it.
work with the residual fuel. Basically, the moment you go off your throttle, you have a little bit of residual fuel. We ignite that. It sounds sporty for bam, 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 bam. That's it, like this.
Got you.
Unless the customer really wants to have a longer, more extreme fire, all this kind of things,
Yeah.
that's up to him.
Right.
Yeah.
We usually sigh, you know, like when you get that.
We smile.
Okay.
Smile
Let's.
inside, yeah.
Which region globally has requests for pops and bangs the most?
Amer. Amer.
Lebanon.
Yeah.
All our Middle Eastern friends from Lebanon.
I got you, Habibi. I know what you want. No, and California or Florida?
Cali?
Cali.
Cali, yeah.
They're like flames. They love
They're like flames. Okay.
And then-
Flames is the in thing over there.
Yeah. And then Singapore actually.
I think Morgan too. And it's
Morgan,
anywhere.
Yeah, actually it's pretty
Everywhere.
much everywhere except for Germany, because the moment you go like this and the police hears you, or you go to the TUV inspection,
They get a fine.
oh yeah, they're so strict right now. You can't do shit. You can't do
Sugar.
you can't do sugar. Who's sugar?
Copy,
All right,
copy.
guys. With
right.
that, let's wrap up this episode. It's New Year Eve, and you guys probably have a party to go to or some celebrations. So thank you so much for tuning in. We wish you the very best in the coming year. And do you have any closing remarks for the viewers at home?
Be safe, drive safe, stay healthy, and to a prosperous
Till 21.
2021. And thanks very much for supporting us in 2020. What else?
See you guys next week.
We love you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.